Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum friends. Welcome back to another episode of Football Gupshup. Friends, if you could please subscribe to this channel as well as press the bell button icon so you can receive the notifications for the latest episodes. If you could also please share this channel with your family and friends on your various social media platforms, it would be really helpful. So, folks, we're gonna start today's episode with game week 18 result and as well as selection for the game week 19 for the Fantasy Premier League. So we're gonna start this episode. Uh, as knowingly, we selected our team, but our team didn't do that much good. You could see in front of your screen, we've only attained 45 points, and we've achieved about 3.3 million. That's pretty bad, and we did 6 transfers, and this was our team. Edison, scored 6 points, as well as Alexander Arnold. He scored 7 points with James, and Tierney and Gabriel. They didn't do that well. They won with a lot of goals, but they weren't able to keep a clean sheet. Going below, we saw Mohamed Salah not doing that good against Tottenham. Same as Bernardo, he didn't do that much well as he did in his previous games. He did manage to keep a clean sheet, but he didn't score any goal or assist any one of the goals. Mason Mount also didn't prove to be that good. He didn't have a good game. It was a draw. Apparently, there's some problems going on with the Chelsea defense, and they're not playing as much as that good. Looking at Jota, Jota scored 7 points, and he did good. He scored a goal, and he attained 7 points. Same with Lacazette, he assisted a goal and he's managed to get 5 points. And Greenwood was one of our not important striker, but he just had to make up the numbers. And as our bench, they didn't do that good. Foden didn't manage to get any game time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for next game week 19, and we're going to go and choose our transfers. We're going to see who do we want to get rid of and who do we want. As we all know that apparently in this fixture, Liverpool won't be playing. So, meaning that we can get rid of Salah because he will be going to the African Cup of Nations. And as we can see, he won't be playing in game week 19. In game week 20, he'll be playing against Leicester away. And then in game week 21, he'll be playing against Chelsea, and which is also an away game. So after that, he goes to the African Nations of Cup, and then he would miss the Brentford game, Crystal Palace. So with these fixtures, what we could do is we could get rid of Salah and choose somebody else. And I know he's one of the best performers in the Fantasy Premier League at this current moment, but we'll have to make do without him. And we'll have to see who do we want out of Bernardo and Foden. We'll have to choose one of them because sometimes, although the fixture lists are going to come up, and we could alter one of the other. So we'll see who do we go ahead, and we could choose another striker because apparently Manchester United, they'll be getting a very good run of fixtures. So we might choose 2 Manchester United players such as Bruno Fernandes and Cristiano Ronaldo. So I have a team in my mind, but let's go and see who can we choose and who can we get rid of. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove Scarlett. We're going to go ahead and remove Salah. We'll also go and remove, let's see if what we have over here. We have Manchester City fixtures over here. They'll be playing Leicester at home, and they'll be playing Brentford away. So we could keep Bernardo and Foden in the meanwhile. And let's see who can we choose in defense too. Because apparently Tierney, although he'll be playing against Norwich and then he'll be playing against Wolves in the next game week. Then he'll be playing City and then Tottenham away, which are 2 tricky fixtures for the Arsenal players. And then they have a good run against Burnley and Wolves in January, at the end of January and in the beginning of Feb. So what we can do is we'll keep these 2. Alexander Arnold, let's have a look. And he's not playing in this week, and he'll be playing Leicester away. We could get Cancelo, and as far as James is concerned, what we can do is we can look at his fixtures. He'll be playing Aston Villa away and Brighton Albion at home, and then he'll be going to play Liverpool and Manchester City. So going forward, we can say that Reece James is a good selection for Aston Villa game as well as Brighton and Brighton Albion. So what we could do is let's see if we can remove Amate and see what can we have. The amount of money we have here is 21.3 million, and let's see who can we get. So what if we go ahead and take Cancelo and we add him up, and then should we keep Jota? Let me see, because he'll be Leicester away and they'll be playing Chelsea away, and he'll have a lot of game time, and he is on a good form. So we could keep Jota, or we could get rid of him, or let's see. Anyway, let's go and choose our midfielder and our striker. Let's go and choose our striker. And what we can do is we can go and choose Ronaldo, because he'll be having a very good run of fixtures. He'll be having Newcastle away, Burnley at home, then he'll be getting Wolves at home, and then Aston Villa away. So we'll go and choose Ronaldo. We'll add him up, and in the meanwhile, let's look at Dennis Watt. He'll be playing West Ham, then Tottenham, and then Newcastle. Now let's go with Ronaldo, and what we can do is, the amount of money we have is only 2 million, so we don't have that much money, but we still need to choose a midfielder. Going back to Jota again, and if we look at Leicester, they will be playing against Leicester and then Chelsea. What if we deselect him? And we remove him, and what we do is let's go and see. I just want to have a look at Watkins, if he'll be playing, and he'll be playing Chelsea at home, and then he'll be playing Leeds away and Brentford away. We'll come back to him in next game week. And let's go to midfielders, and let's go and see what kind of players do we. Let's look back at Gallagher, and Gallagher will be playing Tottenham away and then Norwich at home. How about Son? I've been hearing a lot about Son, that he'll be playing Crystal Palace at home and Southampton away, and I did say in my previous video that I would go and choose him. And if we choose Son and if we select him, and what we do is, if we can get rid of one of these players, because they'll be playing Leicester at home and Brentford away, and then they will be having a game against Arsenal and Chelsea. What we can do is we can try to remove one of the other, such as Foden. We remove him, and then we still have 7.7 million over here. And let's look at Mount. What kind of fixture does he has? And he'll be having Aston Villa away and Brighton Albion. I would deselect Mount too, and we have 15.3 million. And what we can do over here is, I don't want to get rid of Alexander-Arnold, because he's in pretty good form, and I know he's missing this game week fixture, but he'll be back against Leicester and at Chelsea, so I still rank him a lot. And now looking at Smith Rowe, I just want to have a look what kind of fixtures Arsenal are getting. They're getting Norwich away and Wolves at home, and we still have Lacazette in our team. I heard that we should go and have a look at Martinelli, because he's been in pretty good form. And let's see if we can get Martinelli, or how about Rafinha? Rafinha will be playing up against. He's not playing in this game week. He's playing against Aston Villa at home and then Burnley at home. He'll be pretty good shout out in the next game week. We might choose him then. And let's look at Fernandes, but Fernandes is going to be coming for a lot of money. How about if we go for someone like Trossard, because he'll be playing against Brentford at home and then he'll be playing Chelsea at away. That's just for one game. Or what we could do is we could go on and select someone else. We could go and see and choose someone as Saka perhaps, or Madison. Let's have a look at Madison, who will be listed. Or they have pretty tricky fixtures against Manchester City and Liverpool. So what we can do over here is, if we select Fernandes, then that's a lot of money because we've already selected Son. So we need somebody in low money, and I could go for Gallagher, but let's see. How about Bowen? Bowen will be playing against Southampton at home and Watford away, and then they will have Crystal Palace away. Let's go for Bowen. We'll choose Bowen. And how about, let's have a look at Zaha. We could go for Zaha. Zaha is playing Tottenham away and Norwich at home. And how about Riyad Mahrez? He's playing Leicester at home and Brentford away, and he's in pretty good form. 5.5. Sterling too. But if we go and select Jota back, then we don't have that much money. All we have got over here is 8.8 million. So what will happen is these four will play. So will be Bowen, Son, and Bernardo, and we'll also have Ronaldo and Lacazette. So that makes about, including the goalkeeper, we'll have about 1, 2, and 3, and 4, with 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we need to have 2 more players in the bracket of 8.8 million. So what we can do is we can go under 4.4 million, and let's see if Everton are playing, because I heard they're not playing in this game week, but they'll be certainly playing very good run of fixtures in the coming game weeks. So we could go and choose some Everton players then. And what we can do is, let's see as Douglas Luiz, if he's playing Chelsea at home, so that's a bad shout. What about Moder? And he's playing Brentford at home. And if we want to have him, and just to make up numbers, that won't be that bad. Who else have we got? How about Matic? If we include Matic, and he's playing Newcastle at home and Burnley at home, so if we add him up, and or what if we get rid of Alexander Arnold, and we have 17 million over here, and if we go back at our midfielders, and if we go and choose someone like as Bruno Fernandes, we'll be playing Newcastle away and Burnley at home, and if we choose Bruno Fernandes, and we still have 5.4 million, so that's still coming short of 2 players who we need in 5.4 million, which we won't be able to get even if we go and select someone at low end in the midfield department, and we go and choose someone such as Mark Noble, and we add him up, or even if we remove him and choose someone who has more chance to get a game in the bracket of 4.4 million, and let's see if we got another better option in 4.4 million and could get a game. We could choose someone as Skip. No, he's 4.5 million. How about Gilmore? If we choose Gilmore, or even if we choose Matic and we add him up, we're still short, and we need a million. We need at least think about, let's see if we can choose a defender for low cost, and let's see who have we got here. Let's look at Smikas and we add him up, and we're still short of 2.7 million. and we need to somehow get that much money. Like, we need 2.7 million. If we have to get rid of someone, who should it be? How about getting rid of Gabriel? But he's still playing against Norwich and Wolves, so that makes him a favorite. So this is tricky. Either we get rid of Fernandes, but we need him, and because he has got a good fixture in front of him, he could score a penalty and we could get good points. And we need Ronaldo. Lacazette is a little bit expensive, but we don't have that much in the strikers department. But unless if you want to have a look at and see what kind of strikers do we have, and we don't have that much choice, because even if you look at Antonio, he hasn't been in a good form, although he has a good fixture of Southampton and Watford, and he still would be costing a lot of money. What we can do is we can perhaps look at Benteke and let's see if he can do any good. He's playing Tottenham away, Norwich at home. He hasn't been on a good form too. How about Mopai? And just for one fixture, and he's playing Brentford at home, and so far he hasn't been able to do that much good, but he did score against West Ham and at Southampton, so we could go and choose him, and he would cost a little bit less than Lacazette. And if we add Mopai, and still that we're still short of 0.7 million. We still we need to get rid of someone. It's just because we've got Bernardo and Fernandes and Son, which are pretty expensive, and then we got James and Cancelo. So what we can do is we'll have to sacrifice someone, because if we go with Edison in goal, with Tierney, Gabriel, James and Cancelo, so that makes up to 5 people. Adding Fernandes, Son, 7, 8. With Bernardo, it comes up to 9, and 10 and 11. We still need to get rid of someone who would be of lesser money. If we get rid of Greenwood and see if we can choose a forward of lesser money, and there isn't a forward coming for 4.4 million or even so we take him back. We haven't got any defender less than 3.7 million, as well as a midfielder less than 4.4 million, so we'll have to sacrifice one of the names from these ones. We can get rid of James, and if we get rid of James, we have 5.6 million. And if we go back at defenders, we can choose someone for 5.6 million. And how about Reguilon? Because he will be playing against Crystal Palace and Southampton away, with Watford away. Let's go with Reguilon. And if we add him up, and we added up Reguilon, we have 0.4 million, so that makes our team pretty good. But what if we get rid of Matic and we have 4.8 million, and we can get a good midfielder about in 4.8 million. How about adding someone such as there isn't a name which makes it sound, can't choose NDD. And how about going for someone like Fred maybe, but 4-2. So we'll go with Matic. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go with Matic, and we're gonna make it final. So we still got 0.4 million, and it's gonna cost us 32 points. It's a lot of points, but it's just due to COVID. If not for COVID, then we wouldn't have gone on and do that. Okay, Now, here's something that has come in. We've taken James out. We've taken James out and we've brought in Reguilon. We've taken Amati out and we've brought in Cancelo. We have taken Alexander Arnold out and we brought in Smikas, and we've taken Mount out and brought in Bowen. We've taken Salah out and bring in Son. We've taken Jota out and brought in Fernandes. We've taken Foden out and brought in Matic. We've taken Lacazette out and brought in Mopé. And we've taken out Scarlett and we brought in Ronaldo. Although we still could have gotten Lacazette, and but let's go ahead with this one. And this is thing now. If you play free hit, and it would make unlimited free transfer, which will change your squad just for this game week. And due to COVID, I wouldn't want to risk this one, because what I would want to do is I would want to use this next week, because there might be more COVID like outbreaks, and there might be some other disturbances. So what I'll do is I'll just confirm this and I'll lose 32 points. And this is the team. So no, we'll bring in Ronaldo in, and we'll switch Matic with Ronaldo. And we have Tierney, we have Reguilon, we have Simikas, and what I'll do is I'll switch Simikas with Cancelo. And this is our team, and this is how it looks. And where's our team gone? Just want to have a look. And what we can do is we can switch Ronaldo with him, and we can choose Cancelo, Simikas, and we switch that, and that's what we have. That's our team. So what we have is in goal we have Edison, we have Cancelo at right back, and Reguilon, Tierney, Gabriel, Bowen, Bernardo, Son, Fernandes, Ronaldo, and Mopé. So that's a pretty good team. Who should we keep our player as? Who should we give captaincy to? Should we give it to Son? Should we give it to Ronaldo? Let's give Ronaldo the captaincy, and let's make it better. And should we play triple captain? Because Ronaldo would want to be on fire. And if we play Ronaldo, because Ronaldo will be playing against Burnley at home, so we'll make him captain then. And what we'll do is we'll play, save our team, and our team has been saved. So folks, that's it. That's what our team is. Edison in goal, Cancelo, Reguilon, Tierney, Gabriel, Fernandes, Son, Bernardo, Bowen, Mapai, and Ronaldo. Hopefully you would have liked today's episode, and I'll see you in the next one where I'll give you the results for this one, and hopefully we don't have any more COVID outbreaks. So thank you for watching Football Gupshup. Please subscribe to this channel, as well as press the bell button icon for the notifications, and please let know your comments in the comment section below if you want to make any changes into this team. Thank you for watching Football Gupshup. See you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye.